Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, we'll be discussing about cell injury. By the end of this lecture, you will be able to know the types of cell injury, the causes of cell injury, and the mechanism by which cell respond to different stressors. So let's dive into the lecture. So before understanding the concept of cell injury, you must know the responses of cell due to different stressors. So human body is made up of trillions of cells. Each cell is exposed to different types of stressors. Okay, so which can really leading to the change in the physiology of cell. Okay, so we'll be discussing about the effect of stressor on the cell. So cell respond to those stressors. Okay, so we'll be discussing. I have divided this into the four parts. So firstly, we will discuss about the response of cell. What should be the response of cell due to any physiological change? Okay, so cell respond by cellular adaptation. Okay, due to any physiological change, cell respond by cellular adaptation. So question must arises in your mind, what the heck this cellular adaptation is? So cellular adaptations are of five types. We have got atrophy, hypertrophy, hyperplasia, metaplasia, and dysplasia. We'll be discussing about the definitions of all cellular adaptations, and we'll discuss the explanation of these all adaptations in further videos. Right now, we are discussing about the first cellular adaptation, that is the atrophy. So, atrophy means the decrease in both cellular number as well as cellular size. The mechanism which causes the atrophy, we'll be discussing about it in the next video, but right now we only discuss about the definition of atrophy. So you can clearly see that this is the normal tissue and this is the tissue which has undergone the atrophy. In the atrophied tissue, the cellular number as well as cellular size has decreased. So therefore, the tissue size also decreased and tissue mass is also decreased. It must be clear to you. So atrophy means decrease in both cellular size as well as cellular number. So second concept is the hypertrophy. So what does it mean? Hypertrophy means increase in the cellular size only. There won't be increase in cellular number in hypertrophy. So you must keep it in mind. Okay. So hypertrophy means increase in cellular size only. So we're gonna be looking onto the picture of hypertrophy. Right now, this is the normal tissue, and this is the tissue which has undergone the hypertrophy. You can clearly see that in the tissue which has undergone the hypertrophy, the cellular size has increased, due to which tissue size has also increased. Okay. So the third concept is the hyperplasia. Hyperplasia is the increase in cellular number only. Increase in cellular number only. Okay, so let's look onto the diagram. This is the normal tissue and this is the tissue which has undergone the hyperplasia. The hyperplasic tissue, the cells in the hyperplasic tissue has increased cellular number. So you can clearly see that the normal tissue has got decreased cellular number than the hyperplasic tissue. Okay. Now the next concept is the metaplasia. What the heck this metaplasia is? Metaplasia means the conversion of one type of epithelial cell or mature cell into the another type of mature cell. So what should be the reason behind it? The reason behind it could be smoking or any other cause, but it always occur due to the stem cell reprogramming. The conversion of one type of mature cell into another type due to stem cell reprogramming. Okay, so this concept must be clear to you. So looking onto the diagram of tissue which has undergone metaplasia. So this is the tissue. You can clearly see this. In the tissue, you have got both types of cell. You have got columnar cell as well as the squamous cell. So what could be the reason behind it? This is the tissue. This is the lung tissue. In normal lung tissue, columnar cells are present, but due to the stress such as smoking, the columnar cell has gotten converted into the squamous epithelial cells. So metaplasia, when we have got the squamous cell getting converted into the columnar cell, the metaplasia known as the columnar metaplasia. And if the columnar epithelium cell gets converted into the squamous, this type of metaplasia known as the squamous type of metaplasia. Now, the fifth cellular adaptation. What is the fifth cellular adaptation? This is the dysplasia. Dysplasia. What does it mean? Dysplasia means the disoriented cellular arrangement in a tissue. Disoriented cellular arrangement in a tissue. Okay, so you can clearly see this. This is the picture for the dysplasia. Now, whatever cellular adaptation we have studied till now, all those cellular adaptations are reversible. Upon removal of stimuli, cell comes to their normal state. Okay, so we have discussed about the cellular adaptation. Now, the next response of cell we are gonna discussing about what should be the response of cell due to any lethal stimulus. So in this case, the stimulus is lethal. So question must arise in your mind, what is the lethal stimuli? Lethal stimuli means if ischemia has occurred. What does ischemia means? Ischemia means reduced blood supply to a tissue. Due to reduced blood supply, cell respond by cellular injury. So now we are coming to the cellular injury. What does it mean? What does it mean? Cellular injury means the response of cell due to any lethal stimuli such as ischemia. So we have got two types of cellular injuries. One is the reversible cellular injury, other is the irreversible cellular injury. What makes them different from each other? In the reversible cell injury, if the stimuli is mild or short-lived, the injury is known as reversible cellular injury. Upon removal of a stimuli, cell comes to their normal state. But on other hand, if stimulus is severe or long living or prolonged, then the injury is known as irreversible cellular injury. Due to irreversible cellular injury, cell death occurs. Okay, so we are writing it. What should be the response of cell due to any lethal stimulus? So in this case, the stimulus is lethal stimuli. And what would be the response? A cell respond by cell injury. So, cell injury is of two types. One is the reversible cell injury, other is the irreversible cell injury. Reversible cell injury due to the mild or short-lived stimuli. Irreversible cell injury due to the severe or prolonged stimuli. Irreversible cell injury always leads to the cell death. Okay, so it must be clear to you. This concept must be clear to you. Now coming to the third one. So what should be the response of cell due to any chemical stimuli? Due to any chemical stimuli, cell respond by accumulation of certain substances. So what does the chemical stimuli means? Chemical stimuli includes drugs, toxins, or any other chemical. So due to the chemical stimuli, cell respond by accumulation of certain substances, which includes fat, it includes glycerol, or any pigment. Okay, so till now we have studied the three responses of cell, okay, due to any stimuli. Now coming to the fourth one, what should be the response of cell due to any sublethal stimulus? Due to any sublethal stimulus. What does it mean by sublethal stimulus? Sublethal stimulus includes free radical injury. Due to free radical injury, cell respond by aging. Okay, aging. Sublethal stimulus. Due to any sublethal stimulus, cell respond by aging. So sublethal stimulus includes free radical injury. Okay, so till now what we have studied, let's summarize it. We studied the what should be the response of cell due to any physiological change. Due to any physiological change, cell respond by cellular adaptations. So we have got five types of cellular adaptations, which includes atrophy, hypertrophy, hyperplasia, metaplasia, and dysplasia. We discussed the definition of all those cellular adaptations. What does atrophy means? It means decrease in cellular number and size. What does hypertrophy means? Hypertrophy means increase in cellular size only. What is hyperplasia? Hyperplasia means increase in cellular number only. What is metaplasia? Metaplasia means the conversion of one mature cell into the another type due to stem cell reprogramming. And fifth one is the dysplasia. Dysplasia means the disoriented cell arrangement in the tissue. Okay. All those cellular adaptations are reversible. You must keep this in your mind because this point is so much important. Second response, what should be the stimulus in this case? The stimuli is the lethal stimuli. Due to any lethal stimulus, cell respond by the cellular injury. Lethal stimuli includes ischemia. Ischemia means reduced blood supply. Cell injury is of two types, reversible, irreversible. Reversible due to the short-lived or mild stimulus, irreversible due to the prolonged or severe stimuli. Irreversible cell injury always leads to the cell death. This point is so much important for you to learn. Now the third, what should be the stimulus in this case? The stimuli is the chemical. The cellular response is the accumulation of certain substances which include fat, glycerol, or any other pigments. The fourth one is the sublethal stimuli. Sublethal stimuli includes free radical injury. Due to free radical injury, cell respond by the aging process. Okay, so we have completed our lecture on the introduction of cell injury. In the next video, we'll be discussing about the cell adaptations in much descriptive form. So thank you for watching. Stay tuned.